Sivadasan wanted to speak after 5 p.m. But since you are here,
Thank
your
you,
time starts now.
Respected Chair of the August House, the Honorable Home Minister is saying that the nation cannot be a dharmashala. That means they are going to make the great nation into an adharmashala. Respected Chair, what we call India today is the product of centuries of accumulation of culture, language, and knowledge all over the world. It is a great strength of our nation, the power of assimilate, accommodate, and cooperate. Vasudeva Kudumbagam was our ideal, world is our family. I think this bill is against the spirit of the nation. This bill gives arbitrary powers to the executives. This is completely unacceptable. The provisions of the bill give arbitrary powers to the government to exempt certain provisions from the law, persons from the law. The decision of an immigration officer has been made final and binding. This is against the principle of natural justice. The executive is taking all powers in their own hands. India has one of the largest diaspora in the world. They are prospering in various parts of the world. We should lead the world by the example. But this government is not setting a good example before the world. This government is blindly following what the far right is every country practices. In every country practices parochialism. This is not the way forward. Prosperity of the nation will be created by the masses, especially the workers of the country, the downtrodden of the society. The union government is not bothered about them. That is why huge number of Indian citizens is in foreign jails, including the fishermen in Tamil Nadu. But this government has failed to address the problems of them. The integrity and the strength of the nation depends upon the will of people, will not the will of the corporates. Many clauses in this bill are the violative of the Supreme Court guidelines. Giving final and binding authority to the immigration officer is against the rule of the law. This means there will be no appeal, no argument, and no lawyer. This provision should be changed. The bill has lot of vagueness. One example of vagueness is about the damaged passports. What are the criteria to decide whether the passport is damaged? It is largely left to the decision of the immigration officer, and his decision will be final. There should be provision for immigration judges to ensure that the people are given natural justice. The people should have the right to be heard. Under this bill, any foreigner who is suspected of wrongdoing can be arrested by any head constable and can be jailed for 2 to 7 years. This kind of power should not be given to anybody. I am sorry to say that this government has an infamous history of sending back academics and activists from foreign countries. They were given all permission, yet they were sent back from airports in an extremely humiliating manner. Why they were sent back? They were speaking against the politics of hatred which the ruling classes are using to divide the people. The legislation states that any foreign posing a threat to India's integrity will be denied entry into the country or permission to the bill. However, there is a lack of clarity about what kind of threat the bill is referring to. Thus, the ruling party will decide what is the threat. There are several foreign journalists and academics in India. They have worked freely for years. This bill will create concern in their mind as any constable can arrest them over mere suspicion. In our nation, citizens of India are facing various kinds of discriminations due to the politics of hatred. So we should remember the words of Martin Luther King. He is not from India, he is from America. He told us, I have a dream that one day my 4 little children will live in a nation. They will not be judged by the color of their skin. They will be judged by the content of their character. We have differences in religion, language, ideas and identity, but above all these differences, we have deep commitment to the values of humanity, manavata. Sir, I urge this government to uphold the principle of democracy and send this bill to the JPC. This is my humble request, sir. That's why I request the government to rethink about the bill and support the democratic right of the people. Thank you, sir. Thank you.
Thank you. Mani Nityanand Rai ji to reply the discussion.